Anybody out there feeling stuck and stiff in the morning when they get up? You're not alone. The good news is you don't have to stay stuck. I've designed this easy flow to give you more freedom and movement in your body. We'll do some opening up of the hips, stretching of the low back, and strengthening of the ankles and feet. I don't use any props in this video. However, I do Malasana or a Yogi squat. So if you know that your hips are pretty tight and that you may need a blanket or a block to sit on, bring that along with you. With that, just comfy clothes and enough room to spread out. So go get ready, and I'll see you on the mat. So we'll start today in half butterfly. Extend your left leg out to the side with the toe pointed up. Keep your right knee bent and the sole of the right foot to the inner thigh. Just reach to the side as far as is comfortable for you, and you can hold right there or reach up and over. Being careful not to let yourself fall forward, but keep your shoulders stacked one on top the other. And then fold forward. Bring that arm down and around in a big circle. Again, a second time. And then one more time. Big circle, round, and hold. Breathing in and exhale out. Lift up and over, and we'll switch sides. Now extend the right leg out, and keeping the left knee bent and the sole of your left foot to the inner thigh. Reach towards your foot and just lean as far as is comfortable for you. You could stay there or reach that arm up and over again, keeping the shoulders stacked on top of each other, being careful not to fold forward just yet. Breathing in and exhale out. And then dropping forward again, bring that arm down and around in a big circle once, and then a second time, and finally hold. Continue breathing, and then raise up to the center. And from here, we'll face long ways on the mat. Extend both legs forward in front of you with the toes pointed up. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Start to walk your hands forward, hinging from the hips and not your back this time. Keeping the chin neutral and your head looking forward. Only go as far as is comfortable for you, feeling the hamstring stretch and the glutes. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, maybe you hinge just a tiny bit farther. Each time you inhale, think about lengthening the spine and your spine growing longer, with the top of your head reaching towards the ceiling and your tailbone towards the floor. Tuck your chin to chest and round your back and fold forward. Finding that place that is comfortable for you to hold, allowing the upper, middle, and low back to relax and stretch. Carefully lift your head and use your hands to walk your way back up to sitting upright. Bend your left knee and cross that foot over the right thigh. Take your right hand and hug that knee towards your chest, reaching behind you with your left hand. An easy twist. The heel of the left hand is facing towards your bottom and fingertips towards the back of the room. You could look over that back shoulder to the side or forward. Holding here and just taking a couple of breaths in and out. And carefully come out of the twist. Release that left leg and extend it out. Bend the right knee and cross that foot over the left thigh. Reaching with that left hand around your leg, hug that knee in towards your chest and reach the right arm behind you with the heel of the hand towards your bottom and your fingertips to the back of the room. And same thing here, you could look over that back shoulder to the side or forward. Taking a few breaths in and out right here. Come out of the twist and find your way to table pose, so on your hands and knees. Your wrists are right under your shoulders and the knees directly under your hips. Tuck your chin to chest, round your back up for your cat pose. And then drop the belly down, pushing away from the floor, open the chest for your cow. Drop the chin down for cat, rounding the back, and then drop the belly down and open the chest for your cow. Settle into your neutral spine. Tuck your toes behind you for downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart and your wrists are shoulder width apart. Pedal your feet and just start to warm up the ankles and the calves. Then extending that left heel back towards the floor and bending the right knee. Hold here for a few breaths. Now bend that left knee and extend the right, pressing that right heel towards the floor. Holding here and think about making a nice straight line between your tailbone, shoulders, head, and wrists. Press both heels back towards the floor once more. Just enjoy this stretch for a moment, lengthening the spine and pressing the heels back and down. And then look towards your hands and walk your feet towards your hands. Take as many steps as you need to, or as little. And then lightly touch the hands and come to halfway lift. Nice flat back, and then forward fold again. This is where we'll next go to our Malasana or Yogi squat. So if you need your blanket or your block, you could grab that now and place it right behind where your bum would reach the floor with the squat. Now walk your feet wider than your hips. Heels in, toes out at about a 45 degrees. Toes stay aligned with the knees. The knee is driving forwards towards the second and third toes, and squat down, being careful not to round the back, but keep the tailbone driving towards the floor. And just rock back and forth a bit, working the ankles up and down, and then maybe hold the left heel down and the right foot up, and then the right foot down and the left heel up. When you're ready, sit back into your Malasana. Both heels towards the floor, tailbone towards the floor, hands in Anjali Mudra or prayer hands to your heart. If your heels don't go to the floor, you can sit on that folded blanket. Place your heels upon the folded blanket with the toes on the floor, or you might prefer to sit on the block, and that's okay too. Now reach forward again with your hands planted on the floor. Come up on your toes. Press the bottom up towards the ceiling and drop your head and shoulders down towards the floor for your forward fold again. Press through with your hands and walk the feet back in about hip-width distance apart. Then step back to your downward facing dog. Bend both knees and carefully drop your knees to the floor. Untuck your toes, sit the bottom back for child's pose. Drop your head down, your belly between your thighs, arms straight out, up over your head, and palms down. Take a few breaths here. Place your hands back underneath your shoulders, pressing into the floor. Come to table, tuck the toes behind you, and back to your downward facing dog. Press down, lift the bottom up. Then walk your feet in just a little more narrow, keeping that nice V shape. Lift the right leg up for three-leg dog. Bend the knee, and then bring your knee in and step through to your low lunge. Carefully drop that left knee down towards the floor, untuck the toes, and bring your hips back towards that back heel, lifting the toes in the front and extending that right leg, keeping the back nice and straight and the spine long for your half splits. Bend that right knee again and come back to your low lunge. Tuck the left toes, lift your left knee to the low lunge. Now weight goes into your hands, lift the right knee, step back to your plank. Lower down, untuck the toes and cobra or baby cobra. Lower down, tuck the toes again and come to table or downward facing dog or straight to your down dog. Now three-leg dog on the left side. Lift the left leg up. Bend that knee. Then bring the knee in toward your chest and step all the way through to your low lunge. Awesome job, looking good. Bend that right knee down, carefully place the knee on the floor. Untuck the toes, and then bring your bottom back towards your heels, walking your hands back. For half splits on your left leg, you should feel this stretch in the hamstring. Flex your ankle and bring your toes up towards your nose. A little more than halfway, you got this. All right, bend that left knee. Plant that left foot on the floor. Bring your hands forward, tuck the right toes under, lift the knee for low lunge. Ground into your hands and step back to your plank. Lower to the floor. Untuck the toes, cobra or baby cobra. Lower back down. Press up with your hands, bring your knees wide, sit your bottom back to child's pose. Just relax, let your belly fall between your thighs. And then bring yourself up, and we'll come up to our bottoms lengthways on the mat. Keeping your knees bent, lower your back all the way down to the mat carefully and slowly. Feet are planted on the floor about hip-width distance apart. Hands by your side, chin is neutral. Bring your right knee into your chest and then the left knee into the chest. Place your hands on the tops of your knees and push the knees away from you. Drop the knees to the side and then towards your chest, over to the other side and then towards the back. Just making some nice little circles, one direction, then the other. Finding what feels good to you and what your body needs today. Then bring both feet back down to the floor and plant your feet on the mat. For an easy twist, bring your arms out to a T. Shift the hips over to the right side of the mat, bending the knees, and just drop both knees, one stacked on top the other, to the side. You may want to straighten that top leg, and maybe you hold on to the big toe, or maybe you just relax that leg to the side. And of course, the other option is just to leave the knees stacked on top of each other right where they are. If your top leg is straight, bend that knee and bring them knees stacked on top each other again. And then roll yourself back up to the center. Shift the hips now over to the left side, keeping the shoulders down and back. Drop the knees to the right. You could straighten that left leg out again, out to the side, or you could hold the big toe. As you exhale, allow the shoulders to drop down and melt into the mat. Bend that top knee if it's not bent already, and both knees stacked on top each other. Roll your hips back to the center, and then straighten out your spine. Bring your hands down by your sides, and maybe you keep the knees bent here for Savasana, or maybe you straighten both legs. Perhaps you'd like to place your hands on your belly so that you can feel the belly rise and fall as you breathe. Breathing in and feeling the belly rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, the belly softens and sinks towards the spine. Stay here as long as you like, but when you're ready, open your eyes, bend your knees and roll to the side, and slowly bring yourself back to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do so enjoy practicing this yoga with you. If you enjoyed this practice as much as I did, press that like button for me and let me know in the comments. Bring your hands to heart and bow your head. Peace be with you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.